Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. Welcome to another Mum Suit Monday. As you could probably tell, we're not at the Mummers Museum this week. We're still here in the shop. If you've been following us, you know that we recently made a costume for a movie. We're about to box this thing up and ship it out. So what I wanted to do this week was just take one more run through on this costume. It's very detailed, so I kind of just want to get this documented before we never see it in person again. So that's what we're doing this week. I'm going to flip the camera around so we can all take a look. All right, so there it is. If you're new to the channel, a few weeks back we were contacted to create a costume for a movie. We were able to design it as well. They kind of let us go in the direction we wanted to go. We discussed the scene in the film that this is going to be used for, and then I was able to just let my imagination kind of take over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over each piece. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I really want to get this documented in full before I get this out the door. So I guess we'll just work our way up the costume. I did a simple spat. I'm going to give them a shoe cover as well. But we just put jewels around the bottom of the boot. Multicolor on this leg. And on this one we did a gold and a mirror. And that's because we've got the pants are two different designs. So on the left leg, we've got this multi-shape, multi-design, multi-color type of deal going, and that's why I went multicolor with the jewels on the boot itself. So you can see the left leg here, and then the right leg, we did kind of these curves, these kind of tripped out curves that make their way all the way up. A lot of sequin. We use same color sequencing on the actual colors, so we went pink, lime, and then we've got orange over here, and then we've got these disco balls we put around the leg right above the bell bottom. And just so you know, for sizing, so this mannequin is very, very skinny. So when the actor has it on, this is sized for the actor who's going to be wearing it. This jacket will be out like this, so you'll see these tails that come off of the vest. I'm not going to rip this Velcro right now, but what we do when we have an open jacket, we run a 1-inch wide Velcro down the inside so it will stick to the bib, and this way when you're moving around, the jacket's not going to move on you. So what we used was a solid sequin purple fabric on the bib itself, solid sequin black, trimmed with some bright colors. We've got turquoise, orange, fuchsia, silver, and that's all what we call spotlight. So I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but as the light hits it, you'll see different colors actually come out. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. You'll see different colors come out of that sequin. So that's called spotlight. You can also get a regular color, so if we wanted just regular orange, we could have gotten that, but this is more of a mystical type costume, so I used spotlight sequin throughout, pretty much. Onto the jacket, we could start with the sleeve. We've got the wrist cuff here, these iridescent rhinestones, along with a butterfly, sunflower. I've got an upper level and an under layer, lower layer tails hanging from the wrist. They really wanted an Elton John type feel, so I added these tails, kind of feather-like tails, coming out of the upper sleeve. And then the scene that this is going to be in the movie with, it's kind of a trippy scene, so that was kind of the whole idea. I took some inspiration from like the Beatles, kind of a magical mystery tour type deal, Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit type of feel. So I split the jacket with the sun and the moon and the stars over here. So over here, you can see at the bottom of the jacket, I've got the eyeball, the seeing eye, with sun rays going up, and then I use these brighter kind of sun colors on this side of the jacket. So we've got the orange, red. I've got a turquoise. I've got a lime green that I used in here. So that runs all the way up, and we went 3/4 of an inch apart. So we went real heavy kind of on the sequin on this side of the jacket. Over here with the moon and stars, you can see everything's a little more free-flowing, more galaxy type. What colors do we use over here? Fuchsia, purple. I've got lavender. So that's a plain. They don't make a lavender spotlight. So this is what a regular sequin would look like. There's no spotlight on this, but that's a lavender. And then we've got what's called Dior blue, which I really, really like, the Dior blue. All of the stars we trimmed in pink. I've got a clear gemstone in here. These gemstones, they're going to be playing with the cameras a lot for this scene, so they wanted a lot of reflection. These gemstones are going to bounce light when the lights hit them, the camera lights hit them. Same type of cuff over here. Excuse me. The only difference is I put a different color butterfly on this side, but the same tails that we saw on the other side. And of course, this design work carries on to the back, which we will get to in a second. Same type of design work on the upper sleeve on this side. But what you will see is the shoulders. So over here, I continued the sun rays, so you could see them here. I continued the sun rays from the jacket up and then out, and then kind of sent them off with the yellow coke feather on the tips. And then over here we've got this tripped out moon, and this is what's called a mylar fabric, silver mylar. So that's going to be really shiny. I brought that solid sequin fabric, the purple that we used on the bib inside here. I brought that up into here. More of these disco balls, which again will play off of the camera lighting big time, and give them that pop that they're looking for the kind of the aesthetic of the scene that they're going with. What else do we have on the body? Another feature, if you're a Mummer fan, last year we designed and made the captain suit for the Furco string band. The filming crew, they really liked that cut, so I thought it fit perfectly with the idea that we're using for this costume. I modified it a little bit, so it's not the exact same thing, but it's the same idea, and I flipped the sides on it. But you'll see on this side it's higher than here, and it kind of wraps around as it goes around the back of the body. Then we've got the hat. Now the hat's interesting. It's kind of 4 or 5 different things in one, maybe even more. Through conversations, we ended up with the idea of a boot for a hat, because we just wanted to get weird with this thing. And then my brain just keeps going and going. So with the boot, I said I can't just be a boot. So then I added a cuckoo clock. So I put this really kind of tripped out cuckoo clock in here. And then I said, well, I kind of want to get a top on here. What else is it? So then it kind of turned into a cabin. So we've got the roof, we've got the chimney, and then if you look up here, I've got more stars, another disco ball. We've got the butterflies up here, and you kind of get this whole head in the clouds, tripped out head in the clouds type of idea going here with the clouds. And then it was kind of, with the chimney, it was kind of like a cabin as well. So, and it also acts as a birdhouse. So I just got really as weird as I thought I could get with this. Took advantage of the opportunity. Really happy with how it came out. I don't know if I could, this is really high and I'm not a tall guy. So You can see the design work on the roof here with the zigzags. We've got the multicolored jewels on the chimney itself. Coke feather here with the white. It's the same feather design that I used on the shoulder. Just a different process the way I apply this up here to give that the shape up here. If you can see here, it's kind of all flat and just it pops out. Up here, it's a different method to get that circle kind of shaping with that feather work. Anything else on the front? Let's. I'm going to turn the costume around so you can see what we did to the back to really make this thing an Elton John type of costume. All right, so here's the look from the back. This is kind of where I really tried to pull out that 70s Elton John vibe with all the boa, the feather collar. Yeah, it's super bright, and I don't think that the camera's picking up on just how bright this costume is. This was a great experience. Really happy with how it came out. I cannot wait to see this on film. I'm gonna see if they'll send me some shots from the filming. Hopefully they'll send me a couple. But yeah, I used the multicolored boa as kind of a cape. And then I trimmed it so it wasn't just flat and boring. We gave it some shape around here. And then we've got the plumes, the multicolor plume design work that comes off of a collar that's in here. So those are in place really well. These plumes aren't going to go anywhere. They're pretty secured in there. As you can see, I backed the moon with we just paired up the moon front and back. Here's the back of the hat. So hopefully, no matter which angle they shoot from, they'll have something nice to look at. I don't know what the deal is, if he's going to be doing some I wouldn't say choreography, but if he's going to be spinning around maybe. But there's a lot of movement on this suit if they want it. But yeah, that's it. That's our costume. Again, we were able to design and build ourselves, which is a really great opportunity. Very, very thankful. So thanks again for tuning in for another Mum Suit Monday with JMK Costuming and Show Design. We are hard at work getting costumes together for New Year's Day 2026. We couldn't be more excited. Everything is coming out great. We are not there today, but I want to give the Mummers Museum a plug like I always do. Please get down to the Mummers Museum at 2nd and Washington Avenue, right in South Philadelphia, right off of I-95. They have parking, so it's easy to get there. It's easy to get out of there, and you're going to see a lot of Philadelphia and Mummer history. You'll learn about past parades. They've got incredible photography from like the 70s, 80s, blown up photos that you're really going to like. And then, of course, all the costuming. Any questions you have, there are people there to answer questions. Yeah, I don't know what else I could say, except for when you see these costumes in person, you really, really get a deeper appreciation for mummery, and you learn more of what the hobby is about. There's a lot of craftsmanship that goes into making New Year's Day happen, and you can see it all for yourself, right in person, right up close, and you can read about the history. And then they've got more things that aren't even out to be seen that you can ask about. So again, Mummers Museum, 2nd and Washington Avenue. This is Jeff Kirby, Philly Mummer costumer from JMK Costuming and Show Design. And again, thank you for another Mum Suit Monday, and we'll see you again next week. But keep tuning in because, as you know, we try to post every day something. So TikTok and YouTube, we are Philly Mummer Costumer. Facebook and Instagram, JMK Costuming and Show Design. We will see you next time. Take care. Bye.